Congdon & Coleman Insurance Agency, since 1931, specializing in personal and commercial lines of insurance. Richard, James, and William Congdon are ready and waiting for you at 57 Main Street. Call 228-0344, Congdon & Coleman Insurance.
Okay, this is the event we've been all waiting for all day. Andrew and the twins out there.
Andrew. Our own Andrew Killua, who, when he's not being in the world of academia or athletics, is our cameraman, astute at that.
He held TV 99 together while Gino was gallivanting across Europe. If it wasn't for Andrew...
Chasing the Survivor series where they filmed it or something in that regard.
Andrew held it together.
He's versatile in all kinds of weather. Do you notice that he never complains when he's in the rain, sleet, snow? He's just always copacetic.
And he was a stalwart during those great tournament soccer games. One thing Gino did miss was those great tournament soccer games. Gino watched them.
Is he getting a bonus? I mean, it's just hitting me now. We need to be doing something for Andrew. But right now, the 500 free is about to underway. Emmett Daly in lane 1, Andrew Killua in lane 3, and Ronan Daly in lane 5. On the ladies' side, to recap, it was a Nantucket sweep 1-2-3 by the Lady Whalers. 500 free, for those of you who are not familiar with it, is 20 lengths of the pool. Can be a bit arduous. It's all about relaxation, technique, and really just keeping it all in for the end.
It's just basically you pace yourself, right? You don't try to sprint anybody. You just get in the water, get in the water and get your pace going. The whistle man here, this guy's getting a little moody down here in front of us.
Yes, he is. There goes our Andrew.
Okay.
Andrew's utilizing the bilateral breathing I was talking about earlier.
He was listening to you.
He was listening to you side to side. But right now, Bridgewater-Raynham looks to have opened up the pace already. This guy in lane 4 looks to be built like a swimmer. He's a swimmer.
Well, as we said on the boys' side all day, Bridgewater-Raynham has won some races, and won them by large margins, but Nantucket with its depth. Right now you can see Nantucket going 2, 3, and 4 with their 3 swimmers, so that offsets the number 1. Again, the scoring is 6 for number 1, 4 for 2, 3 for 3rd, 2 for 4th, 1 for 5th. So if you can get that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, you pick up 9 out of the 16 points, hence you build a 2-point lead on each event.
I think they've been practicing this. Look at how parallel they are, stroke for stroke. This is incredible as you look across the pool right now where you have the Nantucket swimmers. It's really too close to call.
They are all very close. You're right. Bridgewater-Raynham is running away from it. It's sort of like the tortoise hare race. Who wins that race? The tortoise or the hare? I forget. My mother used to read me that every night, but I used to always fall asleep before the end, so I never found out who won it.
Jules is the youngest. Ask Jules.
Who won the tortoise hare race?
The tortoise wins the race.
The tortoise wins the race.
Right now, the gentleman from Bridgewater-Raynham is in his own element as far as swimming. He is a lap ahead of these swimmers, so we're really going to focus on the dynamic threesome in front of us here who are stroke to stroke, staying with one another.
Right now it's getting close to probably 2 more up and backs where the Bridgewater-Raynham swimmers are going to lap our guys, so we might have 4 right across rather than 3 coming down here the next time.
You know what, I hadn't thought about it that way. And the school record in the 500 free is held by Bo Garufi, never heard of him, 5:18.16. And on the ladies' side, it was held by Caitlin Ellis, 5:35.13. That is not going to happen today.
And our fabulous 3, Paul, has just been lapped by Bridgewater-Raynham. He is 2 laps ahead right now.
Wow.
He's working on a 3rd. He might finish 3 laps ahead the way he's going.
You know what? Can he add insult to injury? I give Andrew Killua and the Daly brothers a lot of credit. This is one of the hardest events to swim. 20 lengths. You really need to have good breathing technique, relaxation, patience too many things to name in the pool, and they're going for it. And what we need right now, they need the points on that boys' side because it's at 56-47. It's not over yet.
Well, if they can hold the 2, 3, and 4 here, they will pick up 2 more points. They have a 9-point lead going in. That would get it up to 11. Just because the Bridgewater Raynham kid is going to lap us by 4 lengths of the pool here, he's not going to get. He's only going to get 6 points for that. It'll be interesting to see how he comes in with going against your nephew's record there, Bo's record from about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting. He looks to be a solid swimmer, this guy. Right now I'm going to give the nod to Ronan Daly, brother Ronan, in lane 5 for second place, who's starting to kind of work his way out of that lineup they had going. But between Andrew Trott, Killowa, and Emmett Daly, it's anybody's guess.
Here he comes again. He's lapping him again.
Just to add insult to injury, here comes the swimmer from Bridgewater. Poor Andrew. Well, you know what? Andrew might think he's
in the race now.
He's in the race.
You look beside you.
Let me tell you how frustrating this has got to be as a swimmer when you're seeing that out of the corner of your eye. I'm sure he's aware of it.
Well, we're going to see how the record goes. The record again is Bo Garufi from about 5 or 6 years ago, 5:18.16. And this kid, I think, has a shot at it. This is the gun lap, Paul. He's gonna break Bo's record.
He's swimming this 500 free as if it's a 50 free. I mean, He's just motoring.
He's going to break Bo's record. Look at this. 4:49. Well, the clock is off now, so I can't tell. The clock went off, so I couldn't tell there in lane 3. That's a shame.
Lane 4. Wow, time of 5:05.87. Well, Bo's record still remains because he's in Nantucket, but if that's true to form time-wise, that is one remarkable swim.
5:05. So that would have been a great race if Bo and him were going together. So Bridgewater Raynham with the first, but again on the boys' side, that's been their motif all day, getting the first. But Nantucket with the depth is coming in with the seconds, thirds, and fourth, and is picking up the points. Remember, it's a team sport. You can go to the States as an individual, but Nantucket, you know, they're going to build the team concept and win as a team.
That time that this boy posted, if that is true, 5:05.87, is definitely one of the top 3 in the state. That is a solid, solid swim.
Portions Absolutely. Of the 500 brought to us by.
Give a boost to our boys and girls in blue and white. The Nantucket Boosters Club meets every Tuesday evening, 7 p.m., CPS Room 20. Taking a little break for the holidays, their next meeting will be Tuesday, January 8th. Come on by and give us some support. Boosters Club, every Tuesday night, 7 p.m., CPS Room 20. Island Pharmacy, conveniently located across from Stop and Shop. 4 registered pharmacists and a registered nurse on staff. No waiting for your refills. Call ahead at 228-6416 and they'll have them ready for you.
Looks to be Ronan Daly coming into second place, Dick, in lane 5 with a time of 6:47.23. Excellent swim by Ronan. Look at Andrew, he's getting some kick going there and finishes in third place between the brothers, 6:54.02. Emmett Daly in a time of 6:54.44, so it's a second, third, and fourth for the Nantucket Whalers, just as we predicted. Nice swim.
Yeah, second, third, and fourth again gives them 9 points, gets them up to 65. 7 on the Bridgewater Raynham time, gets them to 54. So Nantucket slowly but surely is pulling away here on the boys' side. Now has an 11-point lead, and we got the 200 free coming up. Jules, what's the 200 free brought to us by?
Built Ford Tough. Stop by Don Allen Ford, still Nantucket's one and only full-service dealership and auto repair center. Now offering quick lane service as well as 24-hour towing and roadside assist at 228-0134. Don Allen Ford.
Okay, the girls' side, Paula, what are we going to see here in this relay?
We're going to be seeing the 200-yard freestyle relay coming up. We're going to be seeing Eliza Stedman. She had a solid second place finish earlier in the day. Beth Malabays, who we saw in third place in the 500 free not too long ago, about 10, 15 minutes ago. Frances Stedman and Sophie Davies. That's going to be a rock-solid team. Lane 5 is Sophie Knoll, Katie Holgate, Willow Kane, and Tanya Taratana. Lane 1 is Haley Kelsey, Isabel Amarin, Elizabeth Gammons, and Lindsay Gentner.
And a fine round of applause as the Bridgewater-Raynham boy in lane 2 is finishing up here.
Yeah, you're going to give him a lot of credit. It's a tough swim. A mere mortal could not pull this off. And look at this guy. He's really going for it. Nice swim. Excellent job. I love how Nantucket is rewarding him. Great swim. 8:53.26. You know what? That's not a bad time for swimming 20 lengths of the pool when you think about it.
No. I think he would have nudged me out if I was doing it.
By a touch. Tomorrow I'm wrapping Toys for Tots. What are you doing
Toys
in
for
the morning?
Tots. They do that where? Over at Sun Island? Or at the fire
I
station?
believe it's at Sun Island.
Yeah.
Right now we're watching the 200 free, lane 3, Eliza Stedman. She's going to be a long freestyle relay. The school record in this is still held by Martha Carl, Kelly Martin, Caitlin Ellis, and Ainsley Ellis in a time of 1:46.99. Be really hard to see that go down today. This looks a really good race we have going on here, Dick. Lanes 3 and 4 are stroke to stroke. Who comes off that wall and stays underwater longest is the one that's going to win. No, aesthetically, the girl in Bridgewater-Raynham in lane 4, her stroke is not clean at all, but she's fast. She is just the way she's kicking, look at her acceleration.
Yeah, she is very quick.
But her stroke is...
She picked up the lead there. They're a lot closer. She picked up a lot.
But something tells me you're going to see lane 3 pick it up right now, Nantucket Whalers. By the way the girl came off in lane 4, I don't see it happening. She's going to get tired in the second half the way she swims, Dick, keeping her head up as high as she does. Watch her technique. Nantucket's going to overtake her, and that's going to be the difference.
And she did, right. She's overtaken her by. She started out a body length behind. She's made up almost a body length the other way.
You got to keep your face in the water the whole time and be exhaling deep in that breath, and she just had her head too high, and that was the difference, and Nantucket was able to open up that one. It's Sophie Davies all the way. Really exciting relay, one of the most exciting races of the day, I'm going to say, was right now, Dick.
And here comes Nantucket in lane 3.
200 free, Eliza Stedman, Beth Malabays, Frances Stedman, and Sophie Davies in a blistering time of 1:56 flat. Excellent swim by the Lady Whalers. Nantucket take Bridgewater-Raynham second place. Third place going to the team of Sophie Knoll, Katie Holgate, Willow Kane, and Tanya Taratana. And Nantucket edging out Bridgewater-Raynham in lane 1.
So Nantucket gets a first and third for 10 points. That gives them 90. Bridgewater-Raynham gets a second for 4, gives them 44. So Nantucket girls have pretty much won this one. So now they go into a little slowdown mode. They might get some different swimmers in the water, but all the races will be finished. And as we get set for the boys' side,
Brock Insurance, reaching each and every student the very best year. Ready to help you with all your insurance needs at 228-0104, Albert G. Brock Insurance Company. Island Variety at 5 Freedom Square and islandvariety.com. Give a call, 228-6883. Variety isn't just the spice of life, it's gifts and accessories, party favors, yarn and craft items, cards, frames, photo development, and photo albums. Island Variety, 228-6883.
All right, getting set for the boys relay.
The 200-yard freestyle relay, we're going to be looking at lane 3, Gus Day, Tavio Gonzalez, Taylor Eggwire, and Jack Decker. Taylor not only diving beautifully today, we're going to be seeing him swimming in that third leg of the relay, which is so important. Jack Decker motored through the water today. Tavio Gonzalez had a really solid swim earlier on, and ditto for Gus Day. Lane 5 is going to be Josh Patterson, Halsey Aguirre, Andrew Trott. No, that couldn't be right. Andrew Trott, Killoa. Andrew's swimming again? Yeah, there he is.
Here's our buddy Andrew.
There's
Go,
Andrew.
Andrew.
Poor thing is going to be exhausted. And in lane 1, it's Campus, Geddes, O'Connor, and Callahan Bartlett. I apologize. For some of them, I don't have their first names, and there's a few of them I don't know. 200 free record was set by Josh Blown, Connor Wallace, Chris Emery Pelrine, Jules' brother, and Dylan Wallace. Connor Wallace is now one of the head coaches of the team. His brother Dylan's here cheering the team on. What can you say about the Wallace brothers, Dick? Unbelievable. Right now, Nantucket is motoring with Gus Day in the front. Wow. Coming off a solid soccer season, handing it off to another talented soccer player, Tavio Gonzalez in lane 1. He's got a really nice stroke there, Tavio. He's fast.
Well, the Nantucket boys with a big victory here could just about ice it away on their side.
I'm going to say Tavio Gonzalez just iced this for Nantucket. That was a nice blistering swim he had, and Nantucket is also going to be taking over second place in lane 5 as Halsey Aguirre hits the water. This looks to be no contest, Dick.
Yeah, the boys are too strong here in this event.
Taylor Aguirre, beautiful swim, prolific, and Jack Decker bringing it home. What can you say about Jack Decker in that anchor position? He's so solid, you needn't worry. Nantucket's got a first place in this event and hopefully a second place, it looks like. As our guy Andrew Trott Killoa is in the water in the anchor position. Hopefully he's got enough in him, Dick, so they don't, he doesn't tire here, because he just swam the 500 free. This is going to get really close for him.
Here they come, looking for a second.
Can Andrew hold him off after just swimming the 500 free? He did. Nice. Woo! Great race by Andrew Trott Killoa. First place.
Noses them out, so Nantucket gets a first and second.
Wow, he just swam the 500 free and he turned right around and came back and swam that. You got to give him tremendous credit. The guy from SwimmingRaynham made a run at him, but Andrew held him off. Nice job. Team Auguste, Tavio Gonzalez, Taylor Aguirre, and Jack Decker finishing in first place with a time of 1:44.27.
That's just about wraps it up on the boys' side too. There, you know, I mean, SwimmingRaynham can still come back, but all of a sudden the boys have a 77-56 lead here. So a good surge here by the boys. Again, the depth is what's been doing it. They've been adding 2-4 all the way around, and the big first air gives them a nice cushion here as we get set for the 100 backstroke coming up. 100 backstroke brought to us by
Nantucket Airlines. After 20 years, we're not going anywhere except Hyannis. Give a call 1-800-635-8787 or 228-6234. Also, visit nantucketairlines.com.
Right now we're getting ready for
Matica Marine Sales, Service, and Storage Facilities. Proud sponsor of Whaler Sports. Call 228-1163. Matica Marine.
Okay, they start this one in the water.
100 back, we're going to be looking at the dynamic threesome of Alex Shannon in lane 3, who just swam a second place finish in the 500 free. Isabella Day and Katie Holgate, 4 lengths to the pool. I think of Kate Wynn when I think of strong backstroke swimmers coming out of Nantucket. Of course, Natalie Hamlin whose record still stands in the 200-yard medley relay in the back. The school record in this event is 1:03:57. Nice elongation. You really want to come off that wall with power. Keep that head back. But right now, Alex Shannon is swimming a beautifully textbook material in the 100 back. She is looking really strong, Dick. This looks to be her stroke. Beautiful. Alex Shannon, almost a half a pool ahead of her closest competitor, Bridgewater-Raynham, as she's heading for home. Notice how relaxed her shoulders are as she rotates through. She keeps that chin up, head back, makes the most of each stroke underwater. Nice swim, Alex. Really nice.
Nantucket. Good job there.
1:07:40, and Nantucket's going to take second place with Isabella Day in lane 5. 1:15:92. Excellent swim by Isabella Day. Bridgewater-Raynham third, and fourth place is going to Nantucket with Katie Holgate in lane 1. Nice swim, Katie. 1:25:10. I think all three of them get a Tommy point tick. That was a great race.
So Nantucket picks up 12 points in that to 4, and they're over 100. So that means they officially have won this one. They may go into exhibition after this, but the Nantucket girls have won today. Congratulate them, and they'll finish it off with exhibition. We're getting ready on the boys' side. And what's the boys' side brought to us by?
Cowboys Meat Market and Deli. All natural meats, ground fresh every day. Gourmet takeout, beer and wine. Voted Nantucket's best deli. Open year-round at 7 Bayberry Court. Cowboys Meat Market. Give a call at 228-8766.
What do we got going on the boys' side, Paula?
As we await the start of the 100 back, we're going to be seeing some strong swimming out of Miles Geddes in lane 3, Jose Campos in lane 1, and Halsey Aguirre in lane 5. Miles, this is, I think, his forte, his stroke. This is going to be a tight race.
Well, Nantucket basically just has to get a first or second in the last 3 events to hold their lead.
As predicted, lane 3 and 4, I was just saying this is going to be a tight race. This is going to be a tight race. This is going to come down to who stays underwater longer coming off that wall so they're not fighting. And right now, I'm going to give the nod to Miles Geddes. He's got a nice stroke, but the swimmer from Bridgewater-Raynham looks to be fast, but he's smaller in stature, and he almost looks like he's fighting too much in the water right now.
Yeah, all Miles has to do is hang on to the first or the second, and Nantucket's lead won't go away.
Yeah, the nod is going to Miles Geddes. He's going to win this by nearly a body length. He looks so relaxed in the water deck compared to the kid from Bridgewater-Raynham who looks like he's really fighting for it. The first place goes to senior Miles Geddes in a time of 1:02:75. Excellent swim. School record is at 59:77, so he's not too far off.
So Nantucket gets the first, and they're probably going to get a third.
Third place, Halsey Aguirre of Nantucket, touching the wall in a time of 1:22:57, and they're going to get a fourth with Jose Campos in lane 1.
So a first, a third, and a fourth gives Nantucket 11 points.
Nice swim by Jose. Jose Campos swimming in a time of 1:33:17. Way to go, Jose. Nice job.
That'll get the boys' total up to 88. So they're just one more first or second place finish away from icing this away.
Ooh, one of my favorite events coming up, Dick, the 100 breaststroke. We're going to be watching Eliza Stedman in lane 3, Ella Gammons in lane 1, and Tanya Taratana in lane 5. 100 breast on the ladies' side. Believe this, 1:14:30 set by Hannah Blount. That must have been a decade ago.
Hannah was way back, right? And we can see the girls' score up there hasn't moved. So these are basically, the times count, but the points aren't going up. So they call them exhibitions there. they don't like the scores to get up over 100. So Nantucket will be satisfied. The girls' score will probably end at 92, so they'll be satisfied with that score there.
How are the girls racking up as far as the rest of the league goes this season?
Well, it's hard to say because this is the first weekend of league events. They saw what they did last week in the relays, but that was mixed things. You had boys racing with girls and different people in different events, so you didn't get a true thing of it. But Nantucket did finish third behind Nauset and Boswell. Nauset and Boswell each year is one of Nantucket's toughest opponents.
Yeah, Nauset with the Bohannon brothers have always been formidable. But right now in lane 3, bringing you back to those breaststroke tips, that pull, kick, and glide, Dick, that's so important. Again, how are you coming off the wall, staying streamlined underwater. I think Bo Garufi probably educated us the most as far as swimming technique within the breaststroke, one of the best to come out of Nantucket, if not the best. But right now we're watching the 100 breast, Eliza Stedman swimming beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. I think she might only be a sophomore, Dick.
Yeah, she's going to be a good athlete.
Really good athlete. And she's being followed closely by Tanya Teratana, in lane 5. You really want to elongate that pull, kick, and glide. She comes off that wall really well. Keep that splash to a minimum. The technique.
Eliza's running away with it.
Oh, she really is. She swam that like it was a 50 breaststroke. Really nice swim. Lane 3, first place Eliza Stedman in a time of 1:17.68. Lane 5 in a time of second place 1:24.37. Bridgewater-Raynham looks to be taking third, and fourth is going to go to the Elegamins in lane 1. So a 1-2-4 for Nantucket.
Look at Eliza's time there. Sophomore, 1:17. Hannah Bunt on the board at 1:14. You can see that if she keeps progressing, she's going to have a crack at that either at the end of this year or the beginning of next year.
Oh, I think that will happen. 3 seconds in the world of swimming can be a long 3 seconds, but the way she's swimming right now, she's on fire. And don't forget, she's really strong in the water in the freestyle as well. We saw her swim really well at 2 events earlier today. Nice job by the Lady Whalers in the 100 breast.
And now the boys' side's coming up.
Killen Real Estate at 10 Easy Street. Call 508-228-0976 or email ryoung@killenrealestate.com. Seagrill at 45 Sparks. Call 325-5700 or visit theseagrill.com. Seagrill Restaurant, where all the locals go for great fish and excellent seafood.
Right now we're looking at the start of the 100 breaststroke. Jack Decker came off that block. Fast and furious, but this is going to be another tight race between Bridgewater-Raynham, lane 3 and 4. Jack Decker, when he's on, he's on. But this kid from Bridgewater-Raynham, we saw swim earlier, Dick, if you recall. I think he swam in the 500 free. He was the kid that swam in the 505 flat. That's the same kid, and he looks to be solid in the breaststroke.
Jack's hanging with them, though.
Unfortunately, I'm going to give the nod to the kid from Bridgewater-Raynham. He's just going that much deeper on his line of pull, his line of stroke. Watch how he comes off this wall. Remember when Bo would come off the wall, how long he would stay underwater, Dick?
Yes.
Mark of a true breaststroker. And it looks to be Bridgewater-Raynham has really opened this up with Jack Decker, nothing to hang his hat on, hold his head down on, great swim. Bridgewater-Raynham in a first place time of 1:07.16. Second place to Jack Decker, 1:11.90. Tavio Gonzalez in third place with 1:19.88. He's coming on strong, Tavio. He's going to be a strong swimmer for this program, Dick. Lane 1, 1:25.40. That was Josiah Patterson. School record set by Bo Garufi in 1 minute 35/100ths of a second. I'm not certain when that was.
So the same MO as we've seen all day. Bridgewater-Raynham on the boys' side wins the race, but Nantucket, with their depth, comes with a second, third, and fourth. So they pick up 9 points to Bridgewater-Raynham 7. That will put them over the top. They will go up into 95. They'll probably chop it off at about 92, 93, and the rest, the final two events of the day here, the two relays will both be exhibition on both the boys and the girls side. This exhibition on the girls side brought to us by
Fairgrounds Restaurant and Pudley's Pub at 27 Fairgrounds Road, Nantucket's favorite sports bar. Call 228-4095 or visit thefairgrounds.com.
Who do we have in the water here for the girls side?
Right now we are in the 400 free relay final event of the day. Alex Shannon, Isabella Day, Dakota Dragon, Kara Garufi, 4 solid swimmers. All 4 have had great times in the water today. In lane 1, Emma Gammons, Lindsay Genther, Katie Holgate, Halsey Kelsey, and in lane 5, Kobe Moore, Willow Kane, Beth Malaves, and Frances Stedman. Kobe Moore, I was watching her swim last night in practice. She is very strong in the water, and she's proving that. Watch her in lane 5. I don't know if you have her. She is strong.
Yeah.
Her mom is tremendous athlete, Vanessa Rob Moore. She comes from a lineage of athletes.
Her sister, her older sister graduated, Drew. She was a great basketball player.
Tremendous. And Vanessa, when she was in Nantucket High, if I recall, was a tremendous athlete herself. I know she was. She still is. I think she did the try this summer. But right now, it looks to be Nantucket opening this up. Dakota Dragon in the water. Nantucket's going to be a 1-3 in this stick, 1-3 and 5. Take that back. Isabella Day is about to touch off to Dakota Dragon, excuse me. This is no contest in this final event of the day, Dick.
So again, it's only exhibition. The girls have won, as has the boys. But that's not stopping them from going for personal bests, which is very helpful. Gets them into the state tournaments and the league championships.
Yeah, the time to beat in the 400 free on the board is from Brianna Vittorini, Rachel Schneider, Caitlin Ellis, Ainsley Ellis. And right now, senior Kara Garufi is about to take the anchor leg in this event. I think the team from Bridgewater-Raynham is actually going to get lapped in this. Dick as Kara's coming down here in lane 3. 2 lengths of the pool to go before Nantucket cruises for a win, but you said this is exhibition, correct?
This is exhibition, right. Their score is locked up there at 92. They'll give Bridgewater-Raynham their points, but they won't take any more. So the girls are going to end up with a 92. Looks like they locked the boys in at 88, which I thought was kind of low. I thought they would go to 90, but they locked it. Looked like theirs is locked in at 88. So they've been exhibition for the last 3 also.
Kara Garufi headed for home in the 400 freestyle relay. The team of Shannon Day, Dragon Garufi in a time of 4:18.41.
Again, as good as that race is, look how far off the school record they were with the Ellis sisters.
Unbelievable. You know, I don't think they were probably pushing themselves necessarily for time, as you were saying. It was
it's exhibition, right? But they didn't have any competition really.
No, they didn't. And the team of Kobe Moore, Willow Kane, Beth Malavies, and Francis Stedman in second place with a time of 4:39.90. So again, the Nantucket Lady Whalers showing their expertise in the relay. I think you found somebody that likes your coconut water, actually, Dick.
I gave it to her to play with. If she wants to. You can play with it if you want, yeah.
So Nantucket with a 1-2 finish, Bridgewater-Raynham with third, fourth, and we are looking for Nantucket in lane 1 to touch in a time of 5:18.85, good enough for fourth place.
Okay, as we get set here now for the boys' final event of the day, as both the boys and girls will win today, we'll hand it over to Jules to read some of our fine sponsors.
Joe Rapacki, CPA, small firm, big difference, helping self-employed people on Nantucket with their taxes for over 15 years. Call 228-9090. Santos Rubbish Removal says, "Go Whalers, we clean up the island."
All right, we have one relay team, lane 6, still finishing up here.
Yeah, that was a great swim for Nantucket. It was a first, a second, and a fourth for the Lady Whalers as we await the final event of the day. I love how the crowd is acknowledging the gal from Bridgewater-Raynham.
Getting a fine round of applause by everybody.
Bridgewater-Raynham finishing with a time of 6:29.47. Dick, the final event of the day, so you can get back to Christmas wrapping.
I have to get home. I get my little elves.
Don't tell me you're playing elf in a shelf. I'm so tired of seeing that everywhere.
Oh, I heard my favorite joke of the week.
Go ahead.
Why is Santa Claus depressed?
Why is Santa Claus the economy?
He has low self-esteem. And with that, we'll hand it over to Jules to read us a few fine sponsors for this final event.
Enquirer and Mirror, Nantucket's newspaper since 1821. Visit act.net or call 228-0001. Don't forget, this event and all the events we've covered here at Geno 99 are available to stream live from genotv.com. iPhone, iPad, or other mobile device. Catch it wherever you are. genotv.com.
I actually have to hand it to you, Dick. That was a good one. I like that.
Oh, Gino, I got a smile out of Paula. Took me 22 events here, but on event 22 event, we got a smile out of. What do we got going in this one, Paula?
Right now, it's
give a smile to Gino up there.
I will. Final event of the day: Henry Blackwell, Gus Day, Ronan Daly, and Miles Geddes in lane 3. Callahan Bartlett. I wanted to say Scott O'Connor, but it's not Scott O'Connor. It's his son, but we don't have the first names. I apologize. Lee Geddes and Josh Campus in lane 1, lane 5, Halsey Aguirre, Geddes Higgins, Andrew Trott Killowa, and Emmett Daly, excuse me.
Well, Andrew Trott Killowa gets a Tommy point, right? Every time he jumps in the water, we give him a Tommy point.
Just him in a bathing suit on the deck gets a Tommy point. But you know, he swam beautifully. We gave him a Tommy point earlier when he pulled off that last second sprint with
beating out one of the twins, right?
Absolutely. So right now, school record in this is held by Bo Garufi, Sam Toole, Lauren Patterson, and Henry Toole in a time of 3:33.06. I don't think we're going to see that come down today, but never say never. Right now, Gus Day's pretty much stroke for stroke with the guy from Bridgewater-Raynham. This is going to be a close race, Dick, at the end.
We'll hand it over to Jules here for our final sponsor of the day.
Go Whalers from Island Lumber at 1 Pulpus Road. Rain or shine, Island Lumber is always on time.
And Paula, we're going to wrap this up as this event comes to close here, but Give us your feelings and thoughts on the whole day here, not just this one last race.
I don't think there were any great surprises today on the ladies' side. Kara Garufi swimming solid. The Stedman sisters, Isabella Day, Beth Malaves. I mean, just very talented on the ladies' side. We are on the boys' side as well. The thing becomes, is the depth of the boys' team going to carry them throughout the season? It's going to be tough to tell as they progress through the season.
Remember, you're watching this on Channel 99, Geno 99 TV, but you can also catch this on the internet anytime. Go to genotv.com. You can catch this. You can catch the basketball game we did the other night. You can check any of the fall events, the boys and girls soccer tournament game, the field hockey tournament game, the Island Cup football game, the other football games. And up next week we'll have the ice hockey in boys. So it's a full array of games on TV 99, Geno TV.
As we're nearing the end of the 400 freestyle relay, we have Miles Geddes in the water for Nantucket. 2 lengths of the pool to go. No records going down today, but some solid swimming in lane 3. They're currently at 3:25.95. That was the team of Henry Blackwell, Gus Day, Ronan Daly, Miles Geddes. BridgewaterRaynham looks to be taking the win home in this event, Dick. They've just really opened it up in the last part of this event.
They have a few quality swimmers. They don't have the depth of Nantucket on the boys' side, but a few quality swimmers, and they probably have more first today than the Whalers.
They sure do. BridgewaterRaynham finishing in a 3:45.54. Second place going to Nantucket, 3:56.88. Probably not their best outing of the day. When I did talk to Jim Pignato yesterday, he said they had some illness running through the team. So I think a lot of the swimmers that they have are subpar today.
Yeah, I saw him last night at the start of the basketball game, and I said to him, Jim, you all set for tomorrow? And he said, I'll tell you after tonight. So he was on unease going into the last night's practice, the final practice before today's meet.
So Nantucket taking a second place to BridgewaterRaynham, third place going to Nantucket. The team of Halsey Agerwire, Higgins, Andrew Trot-Killowa, and Emmett Daly. You know, we've got to be nicer to Andrew. I didn't realize he was so talented.
Right.
And now he's changing. Look, he's going to his next job. Coming on. Ken the Kid from Nantucket holds him off. Oh. Kid from BridgewaterRaynham just out-touched Jose Campos, who's going to be one of the up-and-coming swimmers on this team on the boys' side. Mark my word.
What a close score there. 5:52.
The time on that is wrong. It's saying 4:52.94 and 5:05, but it was much closer than that.
We're going to start. Andrew! Geno wants him to look up here. Andrew! He's just so focused.
I know. He's got that swagger, that cool going. He's close to looking up. BridgewaterRaynham's got 2 more lengths of the pool to go. We got to give this kid a lot of credit, Dick, and bring him home. I think the kid swimming in lane 1 is in lane 6 is Kyle Kennedy, the young diver that we saw earlier today, Dick. So got to give him a lot of credit for getting out there.
Yeah, he's getting a fine round of applause by everybody as finishing up. He will be the last swimmer of the day in the water.
Unsung hero of this meet is going to this swimmer. It looks like it's Kyle Kennedy, the kid that dove earlier today. Nice job.
So we congratulate Kyle for finishing up there. So there you have it, folks. The boys and the girls win the opening meets of the year. The unofficial scores up there. The girls winning at 92-80, finishing up exhibition. Boys 97-68, finishing up. We thank Paula Maloney for calling today's game. Geno getting on camera. Jules Elmy Pemrine reading the ads. This is Dick Herman saying good night for TV 99 Geno TV. Remember to put a smile on your face each and every day, even if you have to laugh at yourself, Paula. Go Patriots! And don't have any low alpha steam.